This is kind of a new review series from November 1st to November 12th. We'll take a look at Disney Plus original movies and shows. And to start off with like a one that just came out for like three months prior, let's take a look at The Young Woman and the Sea, which I saw like a commercial or trailer of this at the mall at my phone. And I thought it looked very interesting about Daisy Ridley playing a swimmer for in a Disney movie, and it was on Disney Plus, and it kind of interested me, but I didn't watch it when it came out since I was too busy with Road to Deadpool and Wolverine and Disney 100 Final Days Countdown, so I didn't do that watch it that time. But today, for Disney Plus, kind of like day celebration. Um, let's take a look at The Young Woman to See, which is actually a biopic drama about where Daisy Ridley plays Trudy Adler, uh, who is this woman who becomes a swimmer, a very good swimmer that swims all around the world. Like she swims to New York City, and then swims all the way through to England. Um, and wanted to go to the English Channel, swim to the English Channel as well. Um, and she also has a line with his family, including his sister Meg and Mr. Bob Burgies. Um, I really love this movie. It's like probably one of my top 10 favorite films of the year. It's a really, really good movie. I really loved the experience watching this movie. I mean, this is coming from someone who loves swimming. I haven't swum in a while, but I did do enjoy swimming. Whereas at like a pool somewhere, or or at the lake at in my house. Um, and every time Daisy Ridley swims, I really got invested in it, especially since when it first started, it was kind of just um epic, I guess. It was kind of interesting arc for Trudy, where she becomes a very phenomenal swimmer that can swim throughout places and like help people, as we saw at the very end where they show footage of the real Trudy, um, which was an interesting and kind of like a bittersweet end to the film, honestly. But when Trudy has to swim from New York all the way to New Jersey, that blew my mind because she can swim from a state, from a city to another city where she goes to a restaurant, and that really tells you how amazing of a swimmer Trudy was, and also kind of a great swimmer Daisy really can be. I don't know if this was like a real, like they did this for real, or it was like a green screen, or just like water on the set of the film to make it look real. But the film visually looks amazing. I really love the look of the movie, and the water textures and the look of the ocean looks epic. And wonderfully done. And the scene where she swims while with the jellyfishes was kind of got. I mean, I've heard about jellyfishes that can shock you, and that was kind of an interesting scene as well, especially since that earlier this is kind of similar to a scene where Trudy has was trying to swim, trying to get to the boat, but she couldn't do it. But then she was saved by someone else. And her character arc in this movie gets really interesting, especially where at where at the end it feels like worried, like she might either get drowned or be lost forever, because she has a hard time trying to make it to England until she gets some breathing and focus and swim all the way there and becomes the greatest athlete of all time. And it was a monumental scene. I really loved how the scene was played out with like the music of it and like the motions that and the what's the word, the like feeling thing, like feeling emotional about Trudy, whether she would make it or not. That was a very amazing scene. And I do thought Meg, who's like the sister, who's wants to get her, wants also has who has some arguments with Trudy, but they are great sisters to each other. She also has a line where she gets married to somebody, and Shrek, the actress who plays her, does a good job. And same goes with Burgess. She does. I mean, he does have some nice scenes with Trudy. There was one really weird scene where I feel like, where he goes like, where he shows himself to everyone, but then gets arrested for it. I don't know what was that scene for, but that was kind of like an awkward scene. I mean, I feel like he did that on purpose, just from his personality and the way he was acting in that scene. Um, but he does have some nice moments with Trudy. Um, and overall, like woman to see is like in a mate is a really fantastic biopic for that Disney made. I don't And this is my first film that I saw of Daisy Ridley, not from Star Wars. I know she did some other stuff like Chaos Walking with Tom Holland, but this is my first non-Star Wars movie, though it's still a Disney movie. And she does an incredible job in this, and honestly, I love her in this more than Rey Skywalker. Honestly, um, but overall, it's a very decent watch. Go see it for yourself on Disney Plus. It's only 2 hours and 10 minutes, so it will not take you like really long. Maybe a little bit, but that's fine. But yeah, The Young Woman and the Sea.